Mark, still optimistic for the call on Wednesday?
Unfortunately, we're in a quiet period, so
okay.
I'm sorry I can't answer any questions about our financials. As much as I would love to answer specific questions about our business, and of course you are one of the premier business reporters in the world, and you're French also, which is a great combination. I cannot answer any questions right now about the business, but you can tune into our call, which is on Wednesday afternoon, and get the business review.
All right, thanks, Mark.
But thank you for your question. No question.
Any other non-financially related questions?
We are not looking at Silverlight today, so we have not really had the demand. Maybe at some point, if that changes, of course, just like Adobe, has relationships with our competitors like SAP and Oracle, we would have, look at that. But today, the action and the excitement, especially with interactive user interfaces on the web, remains in the kind of the Flash, Flex, and AIR area, and our system is open and extensible, but we are very focused with Adobe in developing that part. Well, of course, there is no finish line when it comes to security and the internet. I'm sure you know that is true. And we're constantly evolving and making revisions to our security technology as security itself evolves on the internet. And because we have so many large banking customers, we're extremely fortunate because one of the aspects of Salesforce and of our Force.com platform, and because it has now over 1 million registered subscribers who are paying us monthly for our service, we are under constant security review by our customers who have large security teams and large security organizations. So I think that unlike a lot of organizations, we constantly have a security team on a regular and consistent basis, not employed by us, going through our technology. And excuse me, and because of that, that has given us tremendous insights and the ability to do that. So as the industry has evolved, we've been able to evolve with it and provide that level of capability back. Because we are the largest software service vendor in the world, we feel that we have a tremendous obligation to constantly show others how to do it, whether it's the multi-tenant model, whether it's the subscription model, whether it's our 1-1-1 philanthropy model. Even in the security area, we just came up with a new capability called identity confirmation, which is a challenge response capability regarding new IP addresses that we're seeing access our system that we haven't seen before. We go back and we'll, through an authentication mechanism, authenticate that new IP address through the user. And we see that as an inherently important part of software as a service. So not only do you have essentially the power of usernames, passwords, or multi-factor authentication, but even with this kind of identity confirmation, and then we really see others who really look to us to be that kind of authority on how to make that happen. Well, I think the big power, of course, has been internal software as a service applications, but I think what you're going to see now going forward is collaboration applications. When you look at Dell IdeaStorm, or if you go to dellideastorm.com or just ideastorm.com, it's not a collaboration site between Dell and its customers. It's the customers who are collaborating between each other to help Dell to understand what products to build for them, and then prioritize those products for Dell based on those collaborative ideas and the feedback. And of course, that's how Dell has created many of their major innovations over the last year, including moving to Ubuntu, putting Windows 98 back on their configurator, their tablet, on and on and on. And we also see that on our internal IdeaStorm. So we give customers, including Dell and others, the ability to run that technology inside their companies so they can collaborate with their employees. That level of collaboration and prioritization is a major trend. Partner management is incredibly important. You know that in your industry. Dell, Cisco, many companies, Nokia, that we run their CRM, they've asked us to build collaboration applications to let their partners participate as part of their corporate network. Of course, they can't have access to the whole data, and so we have to deliver to them applications that are on the internet that let those customers collaborate back with the vendor, and in that share, it's more a limited capability with a partner management portals, and those have been received very, very well, and I think that will be a major trend, that is the ability to collaborate outside of your enterprise, but using the internet itself. I think the third thing is, and I kind of mentioned this at a high level, but the traditional applications that are run inside the enterprise, like content management, are going to move over. So you have content management moving over, collaboration moving over, CRM moving over, and that's just the beginning of the stack of customers. And of course, you saw highly customized application moving over to the software service model. And the reason why is we've now had 9 years to write our code. So we've been able to get a lot done in 9 years. So that's our first decade. Generally in our industry, people they overestimate what you can do in 1 year, but underestimate what you can do in 1 decade. So this is our 1 decade. Now, as we think about our second decade, we have big goals and dreams for what we can do from a technology perspective. So we've really been doing a lot of work in globalization. So we run, as Steve mentioned, our largest platform customer is not here in the United States, but it's Japan Post, who has Japan's national bank. It's a post office, insurance company, and they have over 60,000 users in 25,000 locations throughout Japan running our applications, managing their operation. What we have to look at is that kind of opportunity throughout the global markets. What does that mean? And so we continue to see exciting movements in terms of globalization. So I think we'll see more globalization, we're going to see more mobilization, we've talked about that, and we're going to see more rich applications on the internet itself. And a lot of that's made possible by your technology, of course, but you need that back-end capability for the kind of the stuff to do the heavy-duty data management and lifting and security, reliability, all those things.